people, whether they want it or not.
This will do nicely. I'd like to buy this pot, please. People, isn't this a fine pot? The potter clearly took his time and crafted a beautiful piece of art.
Suddenly, he smashes the pot to the ground.
And even though God set our people and our city apart, you have turned your backs on him. So he will smash this city to pieces, just like I smashed this pot. You have been warned.
But trouble brews in the palace.
Why should we pay tribute to Babylon? I say let's stop and use the money to build up our own army. Then we'll be ready if Babylon attacks again.
You're right. Those hostages in Babylon are not as important as all of us here in Judah.
Word leaks out that King Jehoiakim is breaking his agreement with Babylon. But Jeremiah knows the king's decision is against the will of God, and no one can defy God. They went through king after king, promising to be loyal to Babylon and then threatening to revolt by not honoring their agreement. When Jeremiah learns that there is talk of another revolt, he puts an ox yoke on his shoulders and bursts into the king's conference, uninvited.
What are you doing?
God has raised up Babylon for a purpose. Everything on earth, including the wild animals, will serve Babylon's king. If you try to throw off the yoke of Babylon, you will be crushed like leaves underfoot. Serve under the yoke of Babylon, and you will live. Any prophet who tells you otherwise is lying.
As Jeremiah prophesied, Babylon answers this latest revolt with a swift attack. For weeks, the soldiers of Judah fight to defend Jerusalem's walls.
Where are the Egyptians? They promised they would come.
Suddenly, the attack stops.
We've won! Judah is free!
The people think they've won, but God has revealed the truth to Jeremiah.
No, the Babylonians have not quit. They've gone to stop the Egyptians who were coming to help us. They'll be back.
How does he know so much about what the Babylonians are doing?
In spite of his innocence, Jeremiah is thrown into prison. Within a few weeks, the Babylonians defeat the Egyptians and return to the gates of Jerusalem. Jeremiah's enemies bring him before the king and accuse him of being a traitor.
I repeat the warnings God gave me. Invaders from the north will conquer Judah. God chose the Babylonians to destroy our nation because of the sins of our people.
It's this kind of talk that makes our soldiers lose courage. Put this traitor to death or the city will fall.
He's in your hands. Do what you want with him.
Quickly, before the king can change his mind, Jeremiah's accusers put him in an old empty well beneath the prison floor.
Let him starve to death.
As the siege continues, people in Jerusalem are starving and beg for food. At last, the frightened king calls for Jeremiah.
What will happen to us? It's simple. If you surrender, Jerusalem will be saved. If you don't, it will be burned, and the Babylonians will torture and kill you. Surrender? I don't dare. My own people would turn against me. You should be more concerned that God has turned against him.
Zedekiah is unhappy with this answer. He keeps Jeremiah under house arrest. The siege goes on. For 2.5 years, forces from the great Babylonian army attack the city of Jerusalem. At last, they break through the broken walls. King Zedekiah tries to escape with his family, but he is captured before he can reach the river. Then the Babylonians strip the silver, gold, and valuable objects from the temple and palace buildings.
Set fire to every corner of the city. Don't let anything survive that would give anyone ideas about rebuilding Jerusalem.
For days the fire rages, until all that is left of the beautiful city of Jerusalem is a heap of ashes and blackened stones. Jeremiah grieves with God's people over the destruction of Jerusalem. And now the streets of Jerusalem lie empty. Bitterly our city weeps tonight. Comfort is far from her. Destruction has come from Babylon. Enemies have taken her treasures, for the Lord has rejected her. But remember, God's great love will not let us be burned up forever. His love will never fail, because it is new every morning. Great is God's faithfulness. Jerusalem, daughter of Zion, you will return. Keep your heart strong and your eyes focused on the Lord. Lord, your throne will last forever. May you restore us and bring us back to you.